Hey everybody, Raymond Parsons here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about YouTube channel art. Channel art is something that you place at the top of your homepage on YouTube, and it's a way for you to express who you are. Now, most people maybe don't care about channel art, other people do. I happen to care about it because I love the idea of creating something that shows who I am and my interest and things like that. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you've seen that I have a kind of a studio type environment with a motorcycle behind me. And clearly, this is much different than that. I'm here in my garage. I've converted it to a temporary studio. I did some photo shoots over the Thanksgiving holiday for my family, and so this was a great environment to do that. Now, that was also an opportunity for me to create some channel art. I had seen that mine was blank, and so I wanted to fill it in. And so I want to take you through that process of how I created it. So let me tell you that I love the idea of taking pictures of cameras. I love camera gear, obviously I love taking pictures, and so the two just go really well together. So let me show you a couple pictures of cameras that I've taken, and it'll help set the stage for this video. So the first picture is a picture of my Sony a7R III with a Canon cinema lens attached. And you can see that it's very simple. I took this picture outside. I wanted a nice compressed, uncluttered background with a lot of bokeh. Okay, so that's great. That's a very simple picture. The next picture was more involved. This is where I took my C200 and I borrowed a number of cinema lenses, and I did this setup in my garage, kind of on a smaller scale than what I have now. And I took this picture and I had it printed on metal, and I had it framed, and it's now hanging in my home office. Now I had hoped that I would be able to include that in my YouTube kind of studio background. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. So I'm going to take you through this process of how I took pictures of some camera gear that I have that then became the channel art for my YouTube channel. Okay, here's the setup for this picture. It's very simple. There's just three elements that you need. The first is I have a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K with a nice cinema lens attached. I wanted to balance that out with something else. So I put this lamp with a nice Edison bulb in the other corner. So we've got this thing in one corner and we've got this thing in another. For the surface of the picture, I bought this wood off of Etsy. I knew in my mind when I created this picture exactly how I wanted it to look, and so I found a nice piece of wood. It needs to be large enough for you to set everything on it. This is actually probably a little too large, but this is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So this is the layout of the picture. Now, if you look at the channel art that actually got produced, it's just of this strip right here. So this 24 and the other numbers right on the side of the lens. It looks great. It looks exactly how I wanted it to. So let me take you through the rest of the shot. Hey everyone, so I am behind the camera. I would love to do this in front of the camera, but I just don't have enough space in my garage. So I'm showing you basically a side view of what I've got set up here, and let me just kind of talk you through it. You can see obviously the table with the wood, the camera, the Edison bulb, so that's great. That's in the kind of right hand side of the photo. I've got my Sony a7R III set up on a tripod there with the trigger on top for the strobe. You can maybe see a little bit behind that. I've got my laptop set up, so I'm shooting tethered. I love shooting tethered. I was doing a lot of tethered shooting when I was taking those family pictures. Finally, you can see the big strobe with the umbrella and the diffuser there in the background. I'm going to tell you that that is overkill for this particular shot. I had it set up from when I was taking the family pictures, and it just was nice and easy to leave set up and kind of make it work for the shot. So let me move around just a little bit. Let me kind of show you the elements here. So you can kind of see there's the camera with the bulb and the table and the wood. So that's super cool. If we kind of go over here, you'll see the Sony a7R III. And then if we go a little bit over here, you can see the laptop and how it's tethered. And yeah, I've got the photograph that I took. Just kind of zoom in on that a bit. And there you go. So yeah, that wraps it up for how I took this shot of this camera. And this is what I turned into my channel art. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please come back next time.